Today on Bill of All Trades, I'm going to show you how to build this Christmas decoration using recycled fence posts.
So the first thing I wanted to do was measure out 36 inches on each fence post. I wanted this to stand about 3 feet tall when it was all said and done. The next thing I had to do was start drawing out the shape that I needed to cut on the jigsaw. So here you see me drawing the snowman. Then I brought each one of them over to the chop saw to cut them to length. After that, I was able to lay the pieces out to do the Christmas tree, and I drew that out. That one was a little different because it needed 3 pieces of wood side by side. Next, I pulled out my scroll saw and cut all of the pieces out that I just drew. Next, I grabbed some more scrap pieces of wood, and I drew out the forms for the scarf, for the brim of the snowman's hat, and for the brim of Santa's hat. And then I drew Santa's mustache out on a piece of wood. Then I simply put those on the scroll saw and cut each one of them out. After that, it was time to paint them. I decided to use spray paint because it was much quicker and easier. After the spray paint dried, I brought them all inside to paint on the detailed work. Now, I used pink for Santa's face because I didn't have a peach and I wasn't really too concerned with how close to color match would be anyway. I wanted to keep all these fairly simple. For the snowman, I decided to just do a carrot nose, 2 eyes, eyebrows, some dots for a mouth, and then I went down and I painted 3 buttons on his chest. Next was time to paint Santa. I put the brim of his hat and his beard on so I would get an idea of what size to make his face. The next thing I did was to sand down the edges of all the pieces. I did this for 2 reasons. First, they were a little rough from cutting them on the scroll saw. Secondly, I wanted to give them more of an aged, weathered, kind of beat up look. That's what this whole project's been about. It's just reusing old stuff. So sanding some of the paint off the edges really helped accentuate that look.
Oh, hey. Do you think maybe... Yeah. Thank you. So we've got all of our pieces cut out, painted, and ready to be assembled now. So I grabbed my little air compressor and my finishing nailer, air gun here. And we're just going to go ahead and throw some nails in these things to assemble them together so they won't move. And then I grabbed, let me get these 2 boards here, all the nails out of them. These are also left over from my old fence. And we'll be using these as braces to nail them all against. And then it just kind of, we could make a stand for it so it can freestand, but we're just going to kind of lean it up. It's just going to be kind of a leaning decoration, and we'll lean up against the wall on the outside of the house as you come in. So
After that, we were pretty much all done. The only thing left was to attach them to those 2 support beams behind them. For this, I used a pneumatic brad nailer. I just shot some brads through each piece and attached the accessories on top. Now I only had one size brad, so where I nailed the accessories on, like the star, the beard, things like that, things that didn't go right into these support beams behind. I flipped it over and I had to clip off the excess pieces of nail that came through the back. That way it didn't get caught, snagged, or tear on anything as I was moving it around. So here's what we built today. If you like this, or you like things like this, like things around the house like that getting built, go ahead and give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe below. Thanks for watching today. Leave me a comment if you got any ideas or other builds that you want to see done, other little things on Pinterest maybe that you want to see. My wife had found this on Pinterest, so that's where we got this idea. But again, thanks for watching today, and looking forward to making more videos for you guys.